Hello, folks. Welcome to DP, Sundays at 6. We're gonna get noisy in here, but it is time to go hog wild. And of course, we're hanging out. This may look, to the common eye, like a little Chardonnay, a little white wine. No, of course, this is the king of beers. This is Budweiser. Why have anything else when you can have the king? And of course, we're going to get Dee in here, Noisy, the queen of riffs. Budweiser is the king of beer, and Noisy is the queen of riffs. It's been decided. Now, of course, I would like to present myself as the king of riffs, but if I'm the king of riffs and Noisy is the queen, that does present a problem in terms of incest. But maybe it can be an oligarchy situation. Maybe we can both be queens simultaneously. And there she is. Oh, baby. It is Sunday at 6, and we're going live on Instagram. That's what we do on Sundays at 6.
It is Sunday at 6.
That's right.
And that's the day it is on this time.
That's right. That's right.
It absolutely is as well.
It is a Monday at 6, DP. Winston, already. We explained time as a concept, but we both had shows last night, so we both we both did not do it last night. But here we are. It's DP. It's Sundays at 6. How we doing? And hopefully I'm in DP. How about DC? I'm in DC, so hopefully my connection's fine.
Hey, we got DP in DC.
That's right.
And of course, Philadelphia.
And Winston, I will say, I know you're a busy man. If you are prepared with a hog wild story, you can hop on as the guest here on this.
Yeah, we'll take a Mr. Hodges.
Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
A little guest for posterity.
Mm-hmm.
To an audience of 2.
It's an audience of 2, but here's my thing. The Sundays at 6 is fun. I like it. It's a good vibe. But guess what? We're both busy as fuck. We're both famous. We're both doing shows. You were Lisa yesterday. You were doing a little Lisa. You were riffing in Philadelphia, and I was in DC doing Artemis. Guess what? We were both riffing at the same time in different parts of the country, in different parts of the world. Absolutely beautiful. Unreal.
We were both riffing and spiffing, but definitely not biffing. I tell you that.
Oh, we got
in 2 different parts of the country.
Yes, and I mean, I like the bit of DP Sundays at 6 being the title. Like, just the title is Sundays at 6. We can record it everywhere, at any time, anywhere. Guess what? We try to hit the Sundays at 6, but guess what? It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on iTunes. It's going to be on YouTube. You can subscribe. You can check it out at any time. That's what's great. That's what's beautiful. What's great is, and I'm not trying to steamroll here, I'm just excited, D. It's been so long since I've seen you. Winston hit us with a request to join. Let's try to get some Winston in here.
Let's get some Winston Hodges in this podcast.
Yeah, it's time for Winston. It's been too long. He's a busy man, so we've tried to get him on, but no problem. Seize the moment. This is the time.
Yeah, carpe diem. Here we go.
Oh boy, there he is! Oh my God, the master of disaster himself.
Oh, there he is, the Princeton of Winstons.
We're all glasses girls today.
We are. You're exactly right. Yes.
I like it.
I've forced you to transition. Whatever you're drinking, it's got estrogen in it. Tits are going to be sore as hell in a couple weeks.
The hand sanitizer I've been drinking has estrogen
D is
it's 2021, baby. Everything's got soy in it.
D is so trans, even her lenses are transition.
If only.
Yeah, you should totally start calling cops with transition lenses, call them trans.
Yeah, you're fucking trans, dude. What? Yeah. What did you say?
Yeah, this fucking trans cop arrested me, and they're like, fucking stop saying it. It's like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure fucking militia people think that they're fucking trans cop. They're transitioning into authority. from just a gun nut.
I'm trans police. Actually.
Yeah. Hey, cat. All cops are trannies.
The trans police is somebody walking around in Doc Martens with multiple pins on their jacket.
Dude, trans police have some pretty good songs.
Yeah, that was one of the early names for Lisa.
Yeah, you got SOS.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you got SOS penis in a bottle. That's like so good.
Coxan.
Yeah, Coxan's good. Or just they just change it to I now go by Roxanne.
You now go by Roxanne.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And Sting. That works for cops.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
We've been monitoring you for a while. We saw you use the wrong pronouns. This is a sting.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We got you. We know that you let a he slip when it should have been she, and you're canceled. You're done.
Dude, do you think there's like parts of the country where it's like whenever you call 911 to bring in the cops, they do a sting operation, but they just pull in Sting from the UK and he just riffs outside of your house for a bit on his fucking Les Paul.
You know, like
starts doing that white reggae, and then you're just like, oh, cancel.
Well, that's the move. That's like I'm all for defunding the police, but if the police are spending their money to bring the UK Sting over to riff and arrest people, we need to give them more money. That's what it means.
Yeah, that's true.
Defund the police. They were never fun to begin with.
Yeah, defund the police. It's like just take their toys away. That's the problem. Is they got so many toys.
So I'm not just defund the police. I think we should be funding the criminals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, redistribute the wealth. I like that.
All the money the police should be going to just get more guns in schools.
Yeah, I know. Let's level the playing field. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want to see blood in the streets, but let's level the playing field.
It's like fucking.
The rioters should also have tanks. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Oh.
I want to see.
Dude, I feel like there'd be like a government. There'd be like a government application where it's just like welfare, where it's like you have to prove so many hours on 4chan for you to get an ammunition box.
Yeah, I served. I was on 4chan in 2009.
Yeah.
That was right when Obama got elected. I've served.
I was on Reddit before the decline.
Oh yeah, well we love. Thanks for jumping in, Winston. If you have a question for Winston, we have.
Whoa, he's busting out the filters.
Oh man,
is that Baby Yoda?
No, this is your friend Winston. That's so weird.
My favorite line from The Mandalorian. This is your friend Winston.
I don't like that. I don't like that it's doing my hands.
Folks, if you're tuning in right now and you've come for the child, here he is. He's right here.
Oh yeah, dude. Come for the boy.
If you're listening on Spotify, please go to YouTube so that you can see what's happening.
That's right. Yeah. We put it on Spotify and people are listening, but
yeah,
it really is ideal as a live show. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's so many little gags, but this is what we do.
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh.
Much like my erection, it is lost in transition.
Oh, man.
But yeah, if you thanks for everyone who's hanging out. If you have a question for Winston, pop it right down there. But Dee, before we get into our main question, do you have a question for Winston?
I do have a question, Winston. What them feet do?
Oh, what them feet do? Hold on.
Ooh, now I gotta say, Dee, this is my god, this is good content. I have to comment. He hasn't joined yet, but there's been this man in my maybe woman, but they've been in my DMs. This account is FootFet20, I think. And I'm talking 20 DMs a day asking if they can see my feet. And my response was, "Well, you got to check out DP. I will show my feet, and you can ask questions." I was like, "I bet even my sister will show her feet." I was like, "You'll probably see an orgy of feet here."
I'll put my Venmo in the comments before I do that.
Yeah.
Please pop the Venmo.
You're selling yourself short, Paige. Come on.
I was like, I'm not gonna kink shame, but I will exploit your kink for fucking content.
I will kink rob you.
Hey, today DP stands for Dirty Piggies.
Yeah, we like dirty little squealers who roll around in the mud.
My DP stands for Dainty Pinky Toes.
Ooh! Winston has flipped his camera around, and he's got those dainty little, bright pink little piggies out.
How great would it have been if I flipped it around to do like the gag with my feet, but my dick's just out? I just feet. Isn't this a good gag? And I'm just like, isn't this a fucking gag, guy? What do you think?
Why is it bent at a 90-degree angle? Jesus.
Yeah, it's just me like just doing like this.
Oh, it's so scaly and green. Jesus.
I'm disappointed FootFets 20's not here because this is great content. Winston's showing his feet.
I know.
And here's what I'm saying is, he was like, I don't want you guys to make fun of me. We're not going to make fun of you. You can ask questions. We'll hang out. The joke's not going to be you're weird. The joke is going to be we want to ask questions.
They think this is a comedy podcast. This is foot fetish podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing funny about getting off to feet. There's nothing funny about that.
We'll segue into whatever works for us. If we find out the foot community is demanding some DP,
I think the only foot fetish people that should be shamed is if there's a group of people out there that are into like the bound feet, where they're like, you torture someone to have the bound feet. That's when I'm just like, no, we're not okay with that.
That's true. Would that count as a transition for a foot fetishist, though?
Ooh.
It's like, hey.
I think that's more just personal torture. So yes, a transition.
We're going to go to our resident expert on trans things. It's actually Paige. We thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Paige. We know how much you're scrolling like r/transition.
Yeah, our transition. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the expert.
Neo-vaginas.
I had to do my research. I got into my family, and I want to throw all the facts. My parents love saying facts over feelings. Well, guess what? These are the facts, Jack. I got them ready for you. I got talking points.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm starting to think I should just flip my camera around and we could change the name of DP to Soul Trans.
Ooh.
Spelled S-O-L-E.
Soul Trans.
How was y'all's shows last night? Everybody had a show. How was it?
Yeah, we can run through it all because you had shows, I believe, as well. You were in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Oh shit!
I had a couple shows. I have a story from last night that is not show related, but it is poop related.
Oh, would you describe it as hog wild?
I would say right now it is. I don't want to give anything away. It's not a good story, but I want to hear how y'all shows went because I want to see Dee's band live at some point. I want to try to get down in DC because all the clips I see in the short bursts, I'm like, this fucking rocks.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, DP is founded on one thing: riffs. And of course, me and you riff into a microphone, but Dee is riffing over on that guitar. She's wailing on it.
I've been spending months to try to get Paige banned from DC and to. It's the District of Columbia. So that's the rule. So, yeah, I would love to.
Hey, when Paige is there, it's Washington DP. That's all I'm saying. The district.
Oh.
Yeah, I would love to. All jokes aside, I would love to try to get a show going because I would love to have Paget come down and do comedy, y'all's band play, Paige come up and do stand up, and we can all do. I think that would be so fun.
Ooh, a variety show.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah.
A little something.
No, that'd be sick as hell.
That's all
But
we're
no
saying.
shoes. You have to
No shoes.
out, and your nails have.
Yeah, we want FootFet 20 to come out real bad. So no shoes.
Everybody's toenails have to be painted, but it's clear because I'm not gay. Great man. Clear toenails for me.
Y'all are just gonna be getting some fucking French tips just to play it safe.
French wee wee. That's my French tip. Is my wee wee.
Or as I call them, fucking freedom tips.
Yeah, dude. Freedom tips is That's exactly. Oh, so it's the guy that hits, but is not so homophobic that they'll still get French tip nails. They're just like, give me my fucking freedom tips, brother.
Whole nail, that's gay. French tips, awesome.
Also, like somebody requesting a French tip, but they just want white painted on their dick.
Yeah, can I get a tip, please? I like a Monday DP. I like this. This is. I wish DP was 7 days a week.
Oh wow!
Oh, weekly DP.
We are working on building the DP network, which would be 7 days a week, of
I
course.
like the DPCU, which the cinematic universe is a big fan of.
Yeah, when are we gonna do a multiverse crossover?
Oh, that's true. We got Host Battle Pod.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
So I like the idea of there being the DP what ifs, and it's like, what if Paige was trans?
Ooh, okay. We floated some ideas out there.
What if D was black? I think that's
that's something you could definitely do, and people would enjoy as a good what if.
Well, now it's just turning into the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, exactly. The DP what ifs.
Let me float this your way, Winston. I was thinking, because we're trying to think of weird concepts, right?
Yeah.
How about this? What if we did a strange Bedfellows wife swap type thing?
Ooh.
I do an episode with Paget.
Ooh.
D does an episode with AC, not PC.
That sounds awesome.
Not bad. Little strange Bedfellows. I like it.
Great.
Get my reputation castained.
I tell you what, because AC and SP are both also very talented individuals, so it would make for a good episode. But
We get the DPACSP.
ooh, that sounds like a school board meeting. Or the DPA.
That sounds like a pride panel, honestly.
Yeah. It sounds like either a Pride panel or like a Blue Lives Matter thing. Like it's all the cops getting together.
It's all about the order.
I love it. Oh my god.
And if there's a plus at the end.
God damn, I love it.
Well, if Winston's got a story, what I'll say is I'll say my show went well.
Okay.
It was fine. A little light. Football is definitely keeping people from coming out, I think. But I went a little later in the show, and even though it was still not hot, there was like a table in the back laughing. You know, I did what I could. It was fun.
I like that. I like that. Like football, still the people that like bullied you in high school are just like fucking you over now. they're just vicariously ruining your life by taking away attention.
It's a great.
They're the bullies who never quit.
Yeah, I'm going pro in ruining Paige's life.
Oh my god! Yeah, they used to hit me. Now it's the silent treatment. I hate it.
Brutal.
But yeah, my show was fun. I just I like getting up in DC. I'm trying to show my face up here more. So
like
that alone was good.
We gotta get Lisa the band down.
Yes,
We gotta get
I'm
Lisa.
so down for this variety show. Yeah, let's make it happen.
I like it.
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So how was your show last night, D?
My show was awesome, honestly. It was a good crowd. We were at this house show at this place in New Brunswick, New Jersey, called Milky Mansion.
Oh,
Which-
that sounds like a Mario Kart level.
You had me at Milky Man.
It was right next door to Mommy Milkers.
Milky Mansion.
Yeah, the cover charge was like an ounce of breast milk. That's how you got in.
Yeah,
And
that's,
proof
Or
of
a
vaccination.
teaspoon of cum.
I like the conversion rate of cum to milk.
Yeah, because
Realistic.
mother's milk, way harder to come by than cum.
Yeah,
You can.
father's milk. That's what I call cum. It's father's milk.
You can buy cum on the street. Mother's milk, father's milk. That's hard to come by.
It's daddy's drip.
Daddy's drip.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was a fucking awesome show. It was this house show. We one of the bands dropped out, so it was just three of us. I think it was a band called Valentine's Day, which like had a really cool sound. They were kind of like Bikini Kill.
Okay.
And then it was us. We had a killer set. We debuted a new song that we've been working on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun as hell, and like it was a dancey crowd. Like once they got into it, it's like they were just like talking the whole time and just like having a blast. There were people dancing like throughout all our songs, and like we got to the end and it was just like a blowout of like, yeah, it was good energy in the crowd, and like it was a packed crowd in this backyard too. So like it was really fun. And then a New Jersey band called Professor Caveman played after us, and they were fun as hell.
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to check the band out so bad. Like, even if it's like, if it means I have to come up to Philly and do a show and then catch y'all playing, I would love to see it. Because literally, you make all the posts online make it look so fun.
Yeah,
Like, your
totally.
Instagram presence is really good at just making me be like, these ladies look like they fucking rock and roll.
Yeah. And you're playing in cool venues. Like, you're playing one that looks like a little theater. Like, you're playing cool,
Yeah, it's
cool
badass.
venues. Yeah.
We've got that shredding chic going on.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody like is dressed all cute too, and I'm just like, everyone just looks good. Like everyone just looks good in the band, and they're rocking too. And it's just like, damn it, everyone just looks so cute and adorable, and also rocking with their fucking out.
We hook you with the appearance, and then we keep you with the hook. That's what we do.
So like I don't even know if this band's any good, but we're fucking the pictures.
The pictures are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it works with stand-up too. Honestly, I'm thinking it's like, oh yeah, you look good enough. Your jokes suck, but you're cute.
It is true.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it is the pictures of people looking at it and being like, it looks like they know what they're doing.
Oh no, there's been so many shows where it's like I'm just gonna smile because I know people will take pictures and it'll look good. But yeah, if you don't see the audience in a comedy picture, that means people weren't there.
I will say one thing. I don't have any camera skills at all, but comedy shows have taught me how to take a picture at any comedy show, no matter how many people are there, and make it look like there were people there having It's literally like there's one table of people, and then you have to get right behind them and like duck down really low. So it was I couldn't get to the front to get a better picture. But
you do that trick where you keep the lighting low in the audience, so it's just the fucking stage.
Yes.
I will say this. I do have to leave soon, and this is a scoop. I haven't told this story to anybody yet because it happened less than 12 hours ago.
Shit! We got a DP exclusive.
This is a hog wild story, fresh off the press.
Yeah. So it's very quick. It's not long. I yesterday woke up at 7 to get ready to drive to Virginia Beach for a brunch show. Did the brunch show, was great. Then drove an hour, did a private show. And then I'm in Illinois now where my girlfriend lives, and it was a 15-hour drive from Virginia Beach. I drove till 3:30 in the morning, found a rest stop. I was like, I'm going to sleep here. I sleep for an hour. I wake up. I have never had to shit more in my life. It is like I was awoken from a dream from no other reason other than my stomach was like, you will shit your pants if you don't go to the bathroom. So I get up, I walk out of my vehicle, I go to the bathroom at the rest stop. It is locked.
Oh, at a rest stop. What the fuck?
So I'm also a progressive boy, and I'm just like, I don't believe in gendered bathrooms. I went to the women's room. That was also locked.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we don't care how you identify. You just can't use the bathroom.
Had to. It is 4:30 in the morning, and I am panicking because I'm checking my phone. There is no 24-hour gas station within an hour of where I am.
Oh my God!
Oh,
and you got
Jesus.
shit. This is a shit.
Oh, I hop in my vehicle. I drive faster than I've ever driven. I get 20 minutes down the road, and my body is like, it's happening. It's happening. I cross 3 lanes of traffic at 4:30 in the morning. I take an exit. I pulled into an abandoned gas station where the windows are boarded up. As soon as I get out of the car, I pull my pants down and I just shit on the concrete.
Oh my god!
Like,
That is hog wild.
Like a cow, and then it was like shaped like a cow pie. Like it was. Just...
Oh, dude, I love when you have a big mud pie shit. Yeah.
I had napkins and a trash can to trash bag to throw the napkins away and throw it in the dumpster. But literally, I was half a second away from like making the last 5 hours of my drive in pants just full of it.
Jesus fucking Christ!
That was the
fucking rules.
So here is my like. I'll be honest, like, because it's weird to think about it. I was like, that's the closest I've ever come to shitting my pants without shitting my pants. The other times I cut it close, it happened, but it was that Hogwild story of this morning. And I took a picture of this shit because I'm crying. I was crying laughing because it was just like 45 degrees, so it's a literal.
It's a poop sickle, yeah.
It's just I'm gonna
a cloud of steam.
Page because I was gonna send it to Alex, but he thinks that shit's gross. I'm gonna send you a picture of the pile of shit.
Send it to me. I'll make it the thumbnail for the episode. Who cares? Now, Winston, I respect the fact that you have to go. Can I ask you a question before you leave?
Yes.
So that was a great shit story. Very hog wild. I loved it. Yes, of course. Now, you've got another hog wild story relating to shit that you do as a bit. Is that on your first album?
I don't know if it is on the first. I haven't done that bit in a very long time.
I know. I just remember that story, and it's like, I'm not going to ask you to tell the story. I was going to direct people to the album if it's on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is, but it's. I will say that the story. I'll come back on and tell another time. It involves me being the drunkest I've ever been.
Yes. We've blown fireballs on this show before, folks. This is a fireball story.
Oh yeah,
you've been banned from TikTok for blowing fireballs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That clip TikTok did not like.
That's true. They did not. It's off my page. I will say it's a story that involves poop,
yes,
fireball, and me being the drunkest I've ever been in my adult life. So I'll definitely come back and tell that story for you, Mr.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, and I mean this was also a way to segue into. Hey, guess what? Winston's got an album. It's called Dad Bod. Rad Bod. Check it out. And you've got another album coming out, right? Let's hear about that.
Ooh, doubleheader.
November 12th. I'm waiting for some edits. It's going to be called Already Aware, and it's going to have a bunch of jokes in there. And you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. There's some jokes that they can be political. There's a joke in there about I talk about trans women in there, and guess what, guys? It's a very positive and hot take.
I like that. Just like Dee, a beautiful, positive, hot trans woman.
Is the bit that trans women are hot and that you're positive with HIV?
The hot take is everyone on this has to be tested because I have such a voracious form of it.
I feel the hot take every time I go to the bathroom. It really hurts.
It's a fun album, and it was a good time. But I will say that I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful pair of siblings in my
much.
Okay, and guess what? Y'all have another sibling, and y'all are all just the cutest girls I've ever seen in my life. All right,
thank you so much.
Also make a very pretty lady, so it is very.
I got the name.
I mean, his name is Paige.
Y'all have very good genes. I think you guys everyone would work. It's like Paige definitely would maybe not the hair, but everything else, Paige. If you had the hair, just a glorious family full of devout Christians.
That's exactly right. I only get on my knees for two things: the flag and to suck God's dick.
Amen, brother.
Well, that's beautiful. I mean, I gotta say, Winston, I've known you forever. You're one of my best buds, but I've also seen you work out so much of that material. Everyone check out the album, because Winston will say it, of course, but I'm saying it. Fucking hilarious. Check it out. November 12th. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you. Well, I love you both very much, and thank you for having me. And I can't wait to see Paige do comedy again. I'm going to get to see Lisa. I can't wait to see DP and DC. But I'm gonna tune out here, and I'll let y'all wrap up the show.
We'll wrap it up just like a big fat cock. And do you want to drop where people can find you before you go?
Oh, you can follow me at Winston H Comedy. And you can also find me on Disney Plus this fall. People think it's called Mandalorian, but it's actually called Baby Yoda's Big Fat Fucking Green Dick.
Yeah, last question. He's 800. Would fucking him be pedophilia? What do you think?
No, it's not.
He's 800 years old. I understand that for Yodas, that's a child, not by human standards.
Also, I will go ahead and say out before I get out of here, Nick owes Brandon Cole Beswick a shitload of money.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Nick, pay Brandon. Come on.
Yep, the sooner Nick pays back Brandon, the sooner Brandon can fucking keep working and updating my website, okay?
Yeah, he's low on funds right now because he loaned Nick that money. Oh, never mind. I don't want to take any sides. That was a riff. I'm sorry. Whatever happens outside of DP, that's your own personal dispute.
Whatever I said before, it may have sounded like I was taking a stance, but it is also nonpartisan. And I definitely have said some things in the past that I'm not proud of. But I can neither confirm nor deny that Nick should or shouldn't pay back Brandon Cole Beswick. And that Brandon Cole Beswick may or may not be owed that money from Nick Piccinino. Before I get canceled on the tweets.
That's right. We're just trying not to get canceled. Every episode is us walking around landmines. And I feel like DP for me, or I feel like D for me is a great bulletproof vest, but we're just doing our best, folks, and we're just having fun.
I can only do so much. I may be a woman, but I'm also a white woman, so.
Oh, that's true. I'm surprised you're not.
Not in the what if. Remember, you're a black woman.
Well, Winston, we love you. Thanks for hopping in, and great Hog Wild story. Everyone check out the album.
Before I get out of here, I just want to say my Baby Yoda's world famous Star Wars goodbye. Live long and prosper.
Also, check out Winston Hodges on FetLife. If you do #FeetWinston, you can find him there. With his dirty, dirty piggies and his scaly green cock.
Yeah, it's very scary.
It's green not because of the filter, but because of the previously mentioned STDs.
Actually,
Washington, D.C., more like Winston, don't come.
Ooh. Yeah.
More like Washington STDs.
It's true. If I put my dick on this filter, it would look normal.
Just wrinkly and green, and 800 years old.
But I love y'all so much. Can't wait to see y'all soon. Good seeing you, D. I'll talk to you later, Paige. Y'all have a good one.
Love you, baby.
Seeing you, Winston. Mwah.
All right. Well, that was beautiful. We got a Hog Wild story in there. Folks, DP is so crazy and off the rails. This crazy train can't get on the rails. That was not even planned. Winston hopped right in. I know you've seen Barry White Hansen bust in, and that wasn't planned. Of course that wasn't planned. But Winston, unlike Barry White, was a welcome surprise.
Mm-hmm. Very welcome. Paige, I think this is the kinkiest episode we've had yet. We've had foot play. We've had scat play.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we've had me, depending on where your opinion lies on that.
Well, for you, it's a lifestyle, of course, and for everyone it is. It depends on who you ask. If you ask Pornhub, Pornhub is going to have it under fetish, I think.
Dude, have you seen compilations of like high school assemblies or something like that, where it's like the kid there's always some kid on a drum kit and he immediately does the Pornhub like drum riff and everybody in the crowd just goes wild.
That's awesome.
Hours of good content.
That reminds me of Nirvana. Have you ever heard of the band Nirvana? They're kind of this art house indie band that I recently am getting into.
Are they boogie woogie?
It's a little boogie woogie. Oh my God, I forgot. Mac is also a foot guy. And Mac, is eating this up. Ooh, what do you think, Dee? How you feeling? I might go crack another beer. What's your schedule look like? You want to do a double header? 2 hog wild
Let's do
stories?
a double header.
Should we blow our load? We had Winston on. Winston's a big guest. We love him. Should we blow our load? Should we have Mac Romanosky as well?
Let's blow our load. The last time we had Mac on here, we were experiencing some technical difficulties, so I think it's time we give him a double shot.
It's not fair, and it's perfect. We were talking about feet, and here it is. He is a foot guy. He likes feet.
He's a foot man.
He's a footman. All right, Mac. All I'm going to say, I love you. You better have a hog wild story, brother. But he said a request, which means he's down.
Ah, hell yeah.
This is going to be
glad you clarified that. We're not just accosting people to drag them in.
Folks, I mean, we missed Sunday, but this is a supercard DP. This is 2 guests. And here he is. He's Mac Romanosky.
I'm here. I'm phone's on the charger. I'm at my work at home station.
Hey, don't tell my roommate. Mac is here.
Are you currently on the clock, Mac? Because that's crazy.
I'm on paid time off for 2 weeks with
no
reason.
That is beautiful. To be honest, I was texting guests or texting people to try to get a guest for today, and of course the Winston worked out. But it didn't even occur to me you had BTO. I was like, Mac's working. I don't want to bother him. God damn.
That's right.
He's in.
I'm in. I'm here.
He's in, man.
That's right.
This is beautiful. Now, Dee name dropped it, and I love that. Mac, we do a pod together.
We do a pod together. You were talking about scat play, and we do a pod together.
And I mean, minus the hog wild, it's pretty much the same show, folks. It's very fun, but we riff. That's what we do. We riff.
We're
it's smelly farts and dirty assholes for beginners.
Right. I guess that's fine.
Matt, can I ask you? We'll of course ask you the big question, but that's popping the question for us is like, you ever go hog wild?
I want to ask what hog wild entails, because like I have a funny story that's weird, but like I'm not like going wild in the story.
Sure. So we've described it as, and I mean this is well documented on DP, of course. No shade. I just am saying, if you've heard this before, hey, we're repeating it. Sorry. But
let's establish the ground rules.
It's a state where you are no longer a man or a woman or a human. You're an animal, right? It's a state where it's just a different mindset. A lot of the times it involves drugs or alcohol. It doesn't have to. I know you spent a long time at straight edge. But what we'll say is, it's a hog wild story. It doesn't necessarily have to be you going hog wild. Mm-hmm. If you observed some hog wild shit, we want to hear the tales of the hog. We want to hear what's going on out there.
Yeah, I guess we could also add the caveat of going hog wild is where you just find yourself in a situation where shit's going down that you normally wouldn't encounter.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't have to be you're fucked up necessarily. You're just in a situation where it's animalistic, baby. It's time to fucking just fly by the seat of your pants.
All right. So are we doing that first, or are we talking about feet?
We can talk about feet. Well, my question for you is, I know you're a good friend, and you wouldn't catfish me, but are you FootFet 20?
No.
Because you have my number. You can text me. I'll send you a picture of my feet. I love you, baby.
No.
Now that's a good friend.
Here's the other thing. I've been labeled as a foot guy, which fine. It's fine. I'm not mad.
Yeah, you
but
like feet.
The reason being is I let it slip a couple of times that I think feet have the capacity to add to someone's physical attractiveness.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't hate feet. I'm a fan.
You know what? I'm not a foot guy. I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
Nice hot lady and some heels. Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah,
I like the heels. It adds to it.
I'm peeping the tootsies. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's not on my like top priority, but it's like, I don't know. You make a top 10 list.
It's definitely
of
the
movies.
bottom priority.
Yeah, that's right. It's closest.
What would you categorize as an ugly foot?
Ooh.
Do you know when somebody kicks off their shoe and it looks like when you're at the beach and you find one of those oyster shells that just has years and years and years of sediment built up on the outside?
You like barnacles and shit. Yeah.
like at that point, I'm like, save it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like a fucking Alex and I were talking earlier. Just like old people feet are just the biggest nightmare in the world.
When it looks more like, if you just saw like from the heel view, if it looks like an animal's hoof, like I'm good. I don't want to see the rest.
Yeah, if it looks like a hoof, I'm not in. That's old people feet look like Tim Burton or a feet. I'm sorry.
Well, Mac, I think the problem, Mac, is that you keep trying to nail that satyr pussy.
Goat pussy.
Yeah, you're like, it looks nice. It's halal, and then you get a look at those tootsies, and you're just like, that is a cloven hoof.
I think Mr. Tumnus awakened something in all of us.
I agree. Dee, I think you might be overestimating how much someone with the name Romanosky cares about things being halal.
Bro. That is also very.
You got me there.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I'm not trying to make fun, but I do have some questions in my mind that they're jokes, but they're also like, let's see. If you're a foot guy, right? Socks, are they the condoms of your world? Let me ask.
No.
No. Okay. All right. I don't know what you're doing. You're coming on feet. Hey.
No.
Look at this. This is
There's a difference between.
We got the Holy Trinity.
We got
This is the third
ACPC.
guest.
What's going on?
How long you guys been going? Give me one of these.
We have been going for 43 minutes.
Dee.
We had Winston on.
Oh, wow. Dee, how's the band?
Yo, the band is kicking, dude. We had a show last night in New Brunswick.
I was born in New Brunswick.
You were born in New Brunswick?
He's
Yes.
a Jersey guy.
Yeah, we got a Jersey guy.
Robert Wood Johnson Hospital. Did you see my?
Oh, that's where we were playing, actually. Yeah, in the maternity ward.
Yeah, and all the people protesting to take it down for
Yeah, there's an ACPC statue. A lot of people want it down, but that's another story.
Frank Sinatra.
Well, they were saying it was anti-Italian discrimination to have a statue of a Jewish man in Jersey.
And how are you, Mac?
I'm doing well. My band, not so good. We need a drummer.
Oh, I
Oh,
play
shit.
drums. I play drums, dude.
Yeah. Do you want to be in a grindcore
Not
band?
interested.
Yeah, exactly.
I was saying, do you want to be in a heavy metal band, Alex?
Well, it's Mac, so I knew the band would be heavy.
I don't know if you heard that, Mac, but
We're working on it.
it's a pretty decent line. So yes, I had the condom joke and then the transit. I made the transition joke already.
Paige, it almost sounds like you're confusing coming on feet with feet having cum coming out of it.
Right, you're right. The foot's not self-lubricating unless you count sweat.
You think you got a dick foot going on?
Dickfoot. That sounds like a fun reboot of Bigfoot. I like that.
A porn parody of the Bigfoot footage.
Yeah, it's just grainy and like I'm not sure it even
They're
exists.
in the
but
woods.
Yeah.
It's like tentacle hentai, but he just has like 5 schlongs sticking off of his foot.
Oh, I was gonna go. Bigfoot assaults a man, but with his feet, forcibly gives him a foot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I like
So
that.
Bigfoot does have big feet. For a
Oh
different-
yeah. I mean, if you're into big feet, Bigfoot's got to be a fucking wet dream. Come on.
Yeah, just
If you love big, beautiful feet, BBF.
big, hairy, knuckled gorilla toes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Those are pubes.
With nice manicured nails.
If Bigfoot had some French tip toenails, honestly, say la vie, you know? Let's have at it.
I mean, just imagine it. You hear some click-clack and some stilettos in the bar, and you're like, "Ooh, what's going on here?" And you turn right around, and you see a big old hairy universal monster come through the door. He's 9 foot tall and has to crouch in, and he's just like, "Oh, did I miss the party?"
These are not petite feet. These are big, beautiful feet. We love them.
I like it.
Sounds like a Bigfoot when he walks in the room.
Sounds like a Sasquatch when he walks in the room.
Sasquatch, more like sassy squatch. Yes, please.
Ooh, yeah. Godzilla might be the king of all monsters. Bigfoot's the queen.
Hey, you can't say that.
Sasquatch has adopted all of the lingo of black women on Twitter.
Sasquatch has gotten really into black Twitter.
Yeah. Sasquatch and their epic clapbacks.
I asked if I could see his feet, and he told me, "You doing too much."
I asked him if I could get a picture, and he was just like, yes, this work.
See, I was going to go more of like, I invited Sassy Squatch over and said, "Oh, don't worry, my dog doesn't bite." And they said, "He got teeth, don't he?" I was going more black women slang than gay.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, it's 6 1/2 dozen the other at this point.
Referring to people as queen,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like that Venn diagram is a circle. LGBT,
That
black
diagram is
community,
one circle.
yes, queen. Yeah, so beautiful. You know, we don't have any more feet questions, I don't think, Dee. You got anything for the feet?
I think I'm piggied out.
I will say, not necessarily a story, but pretty wild. Last year on my birthday, I was sent a lot of picture of feet by several people of their feet.
That rules. Word gets around.
Word gets around.
You're going
Word
hog
gets
wild. If you're going hog wild, if you're going hog wild for the feet, you're going little piggy wild.
There are several women whose contact photo in my phone is just their feet.
Oh,
They got some beautiful heels right there.
beautiful. Mwah, mwah.
Dude, that would be akin to like, it's like you come out to your dad or something like that, and he's like, "Oh, word," and then next year for your birthday, he's just like, "Son, here's a fucking like a hustler for men, you know. I just got you a Pornhub Plus subscription, but only the gay kind."
I will say,
also be equally ridiculous. Very ridiculous that this bit was not propagated or solicited by me. It just happened now.
I know, yeah. There's a foot guy in my DMs, and it's like, well, I know, I'm actually friends with a guy who likes feet. Please leave me alone, sir. I'm going to talk to Mac.
You know, you did remind me to have Mac on a podcast, so I thank you, but also no thank you.
It shows where Paige's brain was. He was like, "Oh, you all must know each other."
Yeah, I'll guys look
I'll
alike.
see you
I
at
can't
the
explain
Marriott in DC next month. Yeah, it'll be fine. The convention.
All right. Well, you know, we're getting towards an hour here, which is fine, but I'm also on 10%, so we'll get right through this. Mac, you rule. I love having you on. If we're done with the feet talk.
I think we are. I think we're officially done.
Let's bring home the bacon. Can you give us a hog wild story?
Yeah, I can give you 2 stories. One's just funny. One is wild, and they're both from the same tour. That I was in my old band.
Yeah, so Mac's been doing comedy for a couple years at this point. How long at this point? 3? Okay,
Almost 3.
Mac's a funny comic, but little backstory before comedy. Big metal guy, big grindcore. What kind of metal we doing here, Mac?
Metalcore.
Metalcore.
You know, it's like sort of punk song structure, short songs.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
a lot of short, heavy songs.
Short, heavy. I like it.
That just like me, like Alex said.
Oh, just
short
like
and
plenty of my Tinder dates. Short and heavy. I like it.
Hey! Just like my dainty cuticles over here.
Hey, listen. You can throw the fucking balls to me all day, and I'll just fucking swing at all of them.
I'm just lauding them.
Yeah.
All right. So we're on the same tour. We're in the Midwest. When we played St. Louis, like a lot.
Okay.
Like I've been to St. Louis too many times to keep every time straight. And every time we would go to the zoo because it was free. And we just like walk around.
Sure. What else? I mean, you got the Mark Twain Museum.
No, there's an art museum. Like this part of St. Louis, it was like there was a zoo, the Children's Museum, Art Museum, and something else, and it was all in like this big. It was like how like all the museums in DC are in that like same general area.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
some would say a museum district.
Kind of, but not fun like the Fan.
Kind of, but not awesome. Like
so
like Richmond.
We leave the zoo. We're done. We walk to the art museum. And, we're out for the day. We have hours to kill before a show. So I've got this little, like, over-the-shoulder camera bag with, like, phone charger, my keys, all that kind of stuff, and a aluminum water bottle. We go through the entire museum.
Okay.
Save 2 exhibits. The last 2 exhibits are, like, ancient Egypt. There is a mummy that I can see through the door and like the velvet rope. Like
you're saying
like
a real mummy.
All this stuff. So
seeing a mummy rules.
Seeing a mummy would have ruled.
Oh, would have. Okay. All right.
So you go up to the top floor. We came in at like basement level and then we went up and then we're at the top floor. Top floor is really only 2 kind of rooms and a hallway. Because like there's like this huge atrium in the middle where you like the main entrance is. So we're upstairs and we're like, we've got 2 exhibits. We've been in here for hours. We have 2 exhibits to see. So I go to make a turn into the left, which is not mummy. Okay. The left is like Jackson Pollock. Who's that other guy that would just do like the colors? It was like
Warhol.
Black colors. Not Warhol. He's got a name.
Rothko, maybe?
Rothko.
Oh, okay. Good pull, D.
So, good pull. So I try to go in there, and I'm not going to do the accent. The security guard standing there is a deaf woman.
Deaf, okay. Okay,
so I'm not going to do the accent.
Why not?
Because I look like this.
I know, yeah. I will say, this may sound a little insensitive, but one time...
Keep going.
One time, Samantha Pageant and I took an Uber, right? And deaf Uber driver, great, make your money, but it's like, it would be nice to have a little heads up that that's what we're walking into. Because it is like, I am very respectful. It's great, you're in the workforce, but like...
Right. Now...
It's not nice to get fucking ambushed with. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, yeah, I want to know.
Small car, a lot of noise.
What I'm saying is, I don't want to be an asshole and walk in and be like, hey, how you doing? You here for Paige, right? It's like, nah, just tell me they're deaf and I'll wave. You know what I mean? I won't be an asshole.
So luckily, I had some prepping. I grew up next to a family who had a deaf daughter. So I heard the accent and I was like, I know where I am.
You know what's weird, Mac? Little aside. You, family with deaf daughter. You, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dee and I had the exact opposite. We had kids that could hear, parents are deaf.
That's right.
We had literally the Bizarro World version, the flipped version.
Flipped. That's crazy.
Alternate universe, baby.
So, didn't mean to be waving that around. I'm just like,
give us some emphasis.
quit interrupting. But I heard the voice and I was like, all right. And basically the gist was, hey, you can't bring your water bottle in here, but you can go check it at the front desk.
Okay.
Now the way that they said it was very stern, very aggressive.
Sure.
There are no signs anywhere that say no beverage, no food, like nothing. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go to the mummy exhibit then. And I'm speaking.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk the other way.
I'm speaking very clear, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'll be on my way. So I turn around and I go into the mummy exhibit and I'm like, this is dope. And I feel the tap.
Oh,
and I turn around.
The tap. That's horrifying.
She had followed me in And again, I'm not doing the accent, but she was like, I told you can't have that in the museum. Like, go check it or leave.
Right.
And I turn around, like I'm walking away, and I'm saying like, yeah, okay, I got it. Like, and then I realize like, oh, she can't hear me. So I start laughing because I had the realization like she can't hear a word I'm saying, and my friends also know what's happening. So we're cackling. It's just 5 20-year-olds in black jeans and t-shirts.
Yeah, black jeans and fucking death metal shirts.
like we went
Death
there
metal.
to see her. We were like, she's the exhibit I came here for, actually. So that was pretty funny. I like that story. And
that's a comedy of errors for sure. Yeah,
it's not really a big punch at the end. Not a great stage story, but just fun.
Yeah, that's what pods are for. And I mean, she's going.
I enjoyed it
on your ass. She's so mad. It's like, asshole. We've got
just at the end, like
we've got Jackson Pollock here. We've got a fucking 1,200-year-old body. You can't bring water. She's going hog wild.
She was going hog wild.
Yeah,
not that
we should get her on for the next episode.
But so the other,
I'd love to have her on if we could if we could get some dragon in here and do some text to speech.
If anyone who lives in St. Louis knows who I'm talking about, please get us in contact with her.
Oh man, yeah. You think she's still at the museum? How long ago?
I think this is 3 years at this point.
Okay.
2018.
After 3 years, she's still rocking at the museum.
If we ever on, she'll be like, yeah, there was this one time these 5 guys tried to get into my exhibit, and I was like, not on my watch.
That's her hog wild story. I let these assholes have it.
This was March 6, 2018.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah, you were right on the money. 3 years, yeah. Oh, I love that. Look at that.
Nice little billfold.
Yeah. all my little laminates for my band to play bars. Fucking goofy.
You can travel anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like I have access to every room in this shithole. I think it was called the Sinkhole in St. Louis.
The Sinkhole. Well, fuck yeah.
That sounds like a metal venue.
That's where this woman wished you guys would have fell in. The Sinkhole.
Maybe had there been more water, it would have happened.
That's true. Yeah, you guys got to have water in here, St. Louis. I know it's all tainted in the great city of St. Louis, but you got to have water.
That was March 6th, 2018.
Okay.
March 7th, 2018, we played Detroit, Michigan. This is my other story. It was the next day.
Okay.
Ooh.
We are in Detroit. We are in what I would call not the cool part of Detroit.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a cool part of Detroit.
Sure.
I did not
Other than like Alice Cooper, I don't care about anything from Detroit.
Yeah. So we were on a street where in the daylight, when we parked just to try and like wait for the bar to tell us where to put the car, a cop pulled up to our Suburban and said, "What are y'all doing?" And we were like, well, our band's playing there. We're trying to find out where to park. And he was like, good luck. Like, I was just going to tell you to get out of here. We were like, all right. So that's the argument we're in. So
welcome to Detroit.
Yeah, they knew how anti-establishment you guys were. They were like, you can't even do the show. Get out.
I think they just saw some white children and were like, let's address this.
Yeah.
So
we don't like them inverted crosses on that shirt, boy.
We get in the bar and we do not leave it again until it is like time to start the car and leave.
Of course.
We're in this bar in Detroit and we've played. There are like 5 bands on the bill. We played somewhere in the middle. The band we're on tour with is about to play. And there is a dude and a woman arguing in the back of the bar. Like, so loud, you can hear it and the band kind of deal.
Oh, dude. This is a metal show we're talking about. If you can hear an argument over metal, this is not a good argument going down.
It was loud enough. Deatley was with me. Yeah. Your buddy.
Love Deatley. Yeah, friend of the show.
So, Deatley and I are standing, like, sort of side stage. Like, we are, like, looking at them. Like, we heard them and both looked. We find out later it is a man and his ex-wife. They are physically hitting each other.
Oh my God! And they're not in the pit.
Jesus.
And
It feels like if you're gonna hit your wife at a metal show, hop in the pit.
She's
You can
whooping
get away with
his ass.
She's kicking his ass.
She's
Hell
beating
yeah.
him. So then
I like that.
she's hitting her ex-husband a lot more and a lot harder than he is hitting her. I think he was just very drunk.
Sure.
Somebody from one of the bands we're on tour with separates them. And he is storming towards me and Deatley. Like,
Yeah.
and we're like, what
Big guy?
is happening? No. Like my
No,
size.
okay.
Skinny. Kind of
Well, I'm saying, like, your size, I wouldn't, no offense, I wouldn't charge
No,
towards
but I mean, like-
Deatley. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like a
Deatley could kick.
5'6" guy.
Yeah,
You're like,
right.
what is this guy about to try and do? He storms over, like makes eye contact with us and flips our table with all our t-shirts and records on it.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Jesus.
Deatley and I are now also hitting this man
Yeah.
a lot harder.
Fuck you. Yeah, you flipped our tables.
He is hitting us a lot less and a lot less hard than we are hitting him. And then a man who is, I'm going to say, the opposite stature, 6 feet plus, 300 pounds, grabs me and just removes me. And then Deatley, like, stances up and he goes, and Deatley is just bleeding out of his lip.
Oh, my God. He's got the Gene Simmons going.
He didn't move. His head didn't wiggle. Like, nothing. It was just like, pop.
Ooh.
And we're like, what do we do now? The dude we're staying with that night, also 6'something", 260, huge dude, comes over. He has his foot on the guy that me and Deatley were hitting. So he's on the floor, and he is in that guy's face. And we're like, what the fuck is happening? And just, like, once. Like, literally 2 hits. Like, he hits the dude.
Yeah.
The dude does not hit the floor. The dude hits the crowd of people behind him, and just, like, they just are like, no, yeah, that's fine. And then, like, no other words are said.
Dude, when you walk into a fight and you knock someone out with one hit, it's like, this guy's not fucking around. Like, goddamn.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
He didn't knock him out. Just knocked him, like, over, I guess.
Well, I'm saying, like, you're saying, like, there's a fight going on, but it's like, this dude comes in and immediately draws blood. He punches someone and just, like, there's
Oh,
blood.
yeah, he split the inside of
Like-
his lip, like, bad.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was just, but it was, like, 45 seconds of the most, like, intense energy I've ever felt.
Yeah. I mean,
That
that is
dude-
hardcore.
the dude
You're
we were
playing a
staying
hardcore
with-
show.
The dude we were staying with, his name is Marcus, great guy, sings in a different metal band that played. And then the dude who I don't know, the big dude,
Yeah.
they knew each other. They had a rapport, I guess. Because at one point you can't understand what you're hearing in, like, that situation. Like, you're so jacked
Mhm.
up.
Sure, yeah. It's just the adrenaline.
I know he was yelling at that dude like, this guy's in the wrong. Your friend fucked up. But I did not hear a word he said.
Jesus.
And I was
Damn.
like, this is why, like, a guy my size, you're not worried about fighting him. I'm worried about, like, that guy, we had it covered.
Yeah.
These two guys,
Well, there's 2-on-1. It's like 2-on-1. You could have handled it. But yeah, dude, that guy getting in the mix, fuck.
it was
Jesus.
Now, was he a rando or did he, like, work there? Was he security?
no, he was just like a dude who came to see the show.
Damn.
And the guy who was getting his ass beat by his ex-wife is, like, his friend he drove there.
So he was friends with you.
Oh.
So he saw his friend in trouble, and then he had to be debriefed as to why.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Multiple grown men hit each other.
Damn.
He didn't
Damn.
see.
Jesus.
And then, shout out to Paper Trail, the band that we were with. That woman just, like, left with them and partied with them after the show.
Oh, yeah.
We were
I
talking.
just beat the fuck out of my husband who wants to party.
Yeah.
Turn up the bottle.
You know that that wedding that Jason just officiated.
Yeah.
The dude whose wedding that was in the band we were on tour with.
Wow. Small world. Small world.
He and I were talking one day about that show, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she like came and partied with us, and like we all got fucked up and crashed on her floor." And I was like, "What the what? Like,
what?
Cody's in here. Cody can verify the story of the fight in Detroit where the woman was beating up her ex-husband, and then he flipped over our merch table."
That's fucking crazy. I mean,
Jesus.
Kudos.
So did the show keep going after that?
Oh yeah, like 2 more bands played.
So after that, it just went back to like a normal metal show.
After the dude we were staying with, that was funny. After the dude we were staying with, like,
it is funny. Yeah,
diffused the fight pretty much. Like after that, everyone just like turned back to the stage, and the last 2 bands played, and
that fucking rules. I love that shit. It's like, man, we're here to rock, you know.
Holy
it was very much like that's taken care of.
Yeah, right. Like that's in the past. We're here to fucking rock.
The guitar player has a mullet. Do you see that?
Well, I mean, you really pulled the switcheroo on us because I enjoyed the Deaf Museum story, but that, my friend, was a hog wild story.
Oh my god, that's insane.
They literally happened back to back.
You're right. You did, the 6th and then the 7th.
Yeah.
Just a hog wild couple of days, my friend. Hell yes.
Only in Detroit.
Only in Detroit. Well, Mac, I gotta say, thanks for being on. Tell people where they can follow you. I mean, we're over an hour at this point, but my phone's also dying, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up.
All right. Twitter and Instagram, Mac Romanosky.
Mm-hmm.
You can Venmo me at Mac Romanosky.
Yes.
You can listen to Outsider and Watchdogs, bands I used to tour with, on Spotify, and I got new music happening, got new comedy stuff happening, so
yeah,
you can stay in the loop.
Comedy, and I mean, of course, if you like DP, check out Don't Tell My Roommate. Me and Mac do that.
Yeah.
That's
also, if you've got any drop boxes of Dirty Piggy, send them to Mac Romanosky. You know where.
Yeah, DM your feet. If you follow me from this, then I'll know.
Yeah, DP stands for Dirty Feet. It's PH.
Feet with a PH.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Mac, you rule. Thanks for being on, brother. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming in. Holy shit.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming.
Fuck yeah. All
right.
All right. Dee, before we go, do you have anything you want to plug? What's the deal?
Pay attention to Lisa. Follow us on Instagram at Lisa the Band. We are going to be recording some songs in the next couple weeks and hopefully getting them on Bandcamp. So yeah, check it out. And if you follow us on Instagram, that's the best way to know when we have another show coming up.
Fuck yes.
And that's all I got. What about you, dude?
I mean, yeah, I always say it, but you're already on my Instagram, but I'm pretty much Uncle Paige everywhere. Uncle Paige 420 if you want to check out TikTok. Don't Tell My Roommate. That's the other pod. And Busky is the last Fridays of the month. I think this month it's like the 29th. But yeah, come to Busky, hang out, see me, you send me a dates on Instagram. Come see comedy, go see a Lisa show, see Mac if he's on a show. It fucking rules. We're all doing fun shit and come hang. That's what we can say.
Hell yeah.
And until next week, thanks for hanging out. And stay fucking hog wild. That's all I can say. Keep going hog wild. Do what fucking feels right. We love you. Dee, I love you. Mac, I love you. Winston, I love you. We love feet. We love going hog wild. Have a great fucking week, everybody. We love you.
Bye.
Woo!